Hi friends, welcome back. In this topic, will be studying the glaciers in the Himalayas. What are the different glaciers in the Himalayas and in which range of Himalayas they are actually present. Simple questions focused mostly on the preliminary examination will be from this part, that is the glaciers in the Himalayas. Now, what do you know about the Himalayas? Himalayas consist of a greater Himalayas, lesser Himalayas, outer Himalayas, and also the trans Himalayas. That is the Karakoram range is in the trans Himalayas. The Himalayas also consist of the Pir Panjal range, which is in the middle Himalayas. The Himalayas also consist of the eastern Himalayas. Now, how the questions will be asked? You can totally depend on this lecture that the questions regarding the glaciers. The questions will be asked regarding the major glaciers of the Pir Panjal range. This is the Pir Panjal range. The question will be asked in the important glaciers. The question will be asked in the major glacier of the Karakoram range. Sorry, this is the Karakoram range. The question will be asked on the major glacier of the Pir Panjal range. Question will be asked on the glaciers of the Sikkim or eastern Himalayas. Now let us study each and every glacier and just have a map pointing. Now I have marked here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It is not visible. If it is not visible, I will write it as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The first set of a question will be arrange the glaciers from western side to the eastern side. So what are these glaciers? These glaciers from the western to eastern side is the westernmost glacier, the number 1 glacier, that is this glacier is Batura Glacier. Batura Glacier. The second glacier which is here is the Hispar Glacier. Hispar Glacier. I'll just write GL so that you can understand and I will save my time. The third glacier which is here is the Biafo Glacier. The third glacier which is here is the Biafo Glacier. The fourth glacier which is here is the Baltoro Glacier. The fourth glacier which is here is the Baltoro Glacier. So, Batura, Hispar, Biafo, Baltoro, these are the 4 important glaciers. And the 5th glacier which is here is the most important of all the glaciers and which is known as a Siachen Glacier. So, this is where the Siachen Glacier is located. So, where is the this is where the Siachen Glacier is located. In the 5th position. So where is this 5th position? You can see it is exactly at this depression where the India the inverted triangle is there, or this depression or this cut of India. Yahan pe there is an Siachen Glacier. Now what is the importance of a Siachen Glacier? It is the highest battlefield in the world. It is the highest battlefield in the world. Occupied by which country? It is occupied by India. It was occupied by India. Through, what was the name of this operation through which the Siachen Glacier was occupied by India? Through Operation Meghdoot. Through the Operation Meghdoot. So remember, see again, UPSC won't so that in the UPSC examination there won't be a section that this is a geography section, this is a history section, this is a polity section, and this is a general knowledge section. It is not there. Questions are interlinked. Questions are mixed. So that is why I am trying to give you whatever the best possible I can give. So the Operation Meghdoot is through which India occupied this Siachen Glacier. The Next important point you should remember about the Siachen Glacier is the Siachen Glacier is the source of which river? It forms the source, it forms the headwaters of a Nubra river. Or we can say Nubra Valley. Is located in the Siachen Glacier is located in the Nubra Valley region. Nubra is what? Nubra is a river. So Siachen Glacier is located in the Nubra Valley region. Nubra is a tributary of, or river Nubra is a tributary of river Shok. It is a tributary of river Shok. And the Shok river is in the end the tributary of river Indus. Is the tributary of river Indus. Is the tributary of river Indus. Now, so can we say in the end that the river Indus is fed by, or it is filled by, the glacier meltwater from the Siachen Glacier? Yes, river Indus, because river Siachen Glacier melts as Nubra river, then it joins river Shok, and river Shok will finally join river Indus. So this is the Ladakh mountain ranges. This is where the river Indus is flowing, and this is where the from river Shok, river Nubra, and then river Shok will finally join river Indus. So these are the important points you remember about the Siachen Glacier. What are the other points which can come in the examination? Not in the preliminary examination, obviously, but in the mains examination, there can be a question on demilitarization of a Siachen Glacier, looking at the number of casualties, not by just battlefield, but just by weather. Extremely harsh climate. It is unpopulated region. Cost of keeping this area is high for a developing country like India, and therefore should the Siachen Glacier be demilitarized? This can be the question which can be asked. So keep your view on it. It is not obviously related to geography, so I won't comment on this area as of now. So this is all about the Siachen Glacier. Now all these glaciers which we have done, these are the glaciers of which mountain ranges? These are the glaciers of Karakoram range. So the glaciers of the Karakoram range are, the question can be very simple. They can give you 4 and 5 names of the glacier, and they can ask you which of the glaciers are of the Karakoram range. Revise with me again. Start from the westernmost point, Chole Bhature. You remember here Bhatura Glacier. After that, who hits the Chola Bhatura? His Spar Glacier. So something shortcut. Then Biafo Glacier. Then Baltoro Glacier. And lastly, Siachen Glacier. So from west to east, these are B, H, B, B, S. So they are B, H, B, B, S. How to remember? Baltoro Glacier, or Bottle is near Siachen. Just remember the point of Siachen. Bottle is near Siachen. Uske baad, Bhatura is in the end. And beach mein HB is there, Hispar and Biafo. And how to remember Hispar and Biafo are side by side? You have to remember them because the Hispar Glacier and the Biafo Glacier, when they join together, they form one of the longest glaciers in the world outside the polar region, when they join together. But if they are not joined, if they are considered separately, then obviously unka length is smaller. Then the second longest glacier in the world outside the polar region is which glacier? It is the Siachen Glacier. Siachen Glacier is the second longest glacier in the world outside the polar region. In fact, the Karakoram ranges has the highest concentration of glaciers outside the polar regions. So the Karakoram ranges are famous for largest amount of glaciers outside the polar region. And out of which the Siachen Glacier, which is 75 kilometers long, is the longest glacier. here. It is the second longest glacier outside the polar regions, because the longest glacier here, which is outside the polar region, is the Fedchenko Glacier. But remember, it is in the Pamir Mountains, and therefore I have not included here in this, but I am just giving you an extra information here. That is the longest glacier in the world outside the polar region, which goes into Tajikistan, is the Fedchenko Glacier, which is in the Pamir ranges. After that, the important glacier of the Pir Panjal range. This is where the Pir Panjal range is located. यहाँ पे thankfully we are not going to do many glaciers. There is only one glacier which is very important. That is the Sona Pani Glacier. So I am writing it as a sixth glacier. I am marking it as sixth, and this is the Sona Pani Glacier. In which range? In the Pir Panjal range. In the Pir Panjal range. Now, what is the importance of this glacier, of the Sona Pani Glacier? It forms the headwaters of River Chandra. River Chandra and Bhaga join together to form River Chenab, which is the tributary of River Indus. So, Sona Pani Glacier forms the headwaters of River Chenab. Of River Chandra, which meets with Bhaga, with River Bhaga, to form Chandra River, Chenab River. To form Chenab River. So you see here, Chandra and Bhaga, these two rivers form the Chenab River. Don't confuse it with the Chandrabhaga River. Chandrabhaga River is different. If the people are from south, especially from the states of Karnataka and Maharashtra, are watching my lectures, you will understand what is the Chandrabhaga River. But River Chandra and River Bhaga means Chenab River. Sona Pani Glacier. Now, Sona Pani Glacier, this is the place which is accessible. Obviously, not very few of us must have gone to the through the Karakoram ranges. So, these are the Karakoram ranges. Very few of us have gone to the Karakoram ranges. But the Sona Pani Glacier or the Chandra Glacier, which it is known as, many of us must be knowing because it is located in the famous Rohtang Pass area in the state of Himachal Pradesh. So it is in the famous Rohtang Pass area in the state of Himachal Pradesh. In the state of Himachal Pradesh. So this is the sixth glacier. So important glacier of a Pir Panjal range. If the question comes in the examination, where is Chandra or Sona Pani Glacier located, in which state? In the state of Himachal Pradesh. In which mountain? In the Pir Panjal mountain ranges. I will have to rub this because I need to use this board. The next important glacier are in the state of Uttarakhand. State of Uttarakhand means which region? In the Kumaon Garhwal region. So the next important glacier lies in the state of Kumaon Garhwal region. That is the state of Uttarakhand. Now, what are these important glaciers? There are 3 important glaciers in this region, and you are familiar with these 3 important glaciers. And why I am saying this you are familiar with, because I can say that you are familiar with Gangotri Glacier in the state of Uttarakhand. You are familiar with the Yamunotri Glacier in the state of Uttarakhand, and you are familiar with Milam Glacier in the state of Uttarakhand. So what is our 7th point? 7th glacier is Gangotri Glacier. The 8th glacier here is Yamunotri Glacier. The 8th glacier here is Yamunotri Glacier. But again, don't worry about Yamunotri Glacier, because not that important. Obviously, it is in the state of Uttarakhand, and I will take this as this is the Yamunotri Glacier region. And the 9th glacier is the Milam Glacier. Milam Glacier. You can locate these glaciers in the atlas here, and the Milam Glacier is important because it is the source of river Gori Ganga. Gori Ganga is a river which joins the Ganga river system. It is the source of R means river, Gori Ganga. Source of river Gori Ganga. So what are the important glaciers of the Kumaon Garhwal or the state of Uttarakhand? Kumaon Garhwal means the state of Uttarakhand. The important glaciers are Gangotri Glacier, Milam Glacier, and Yamunotri. Again, I am saying don't focus too much on Yamunotri, but focus on Gangotri and Milam Glacier. And lastly, the important glacier of the northeast of India, the important glaciers of northeast of India is the first important glacier here in the northeast of India is the Zemu Glacier in the state of Sikkim. Is the Zemu Glacier here in the state of Sikkim. So the simple question will be asked is, where is the Zemu Glacier located? So the Zemu Glacier is located in the state of Sikkim. Now this Zemu Glacier forms the headwaters of river Teesta. So the Zemu Glacier forms the headwaters of river Teesta. Actually, Zemu River and then the headwaters of river Teesta. So these are the important glaciers. The 10th glacier is the Zemu Glacier. So what are these glaciers? The glaciers in the state of Jammu Kashmir, including the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, that is Batura, Hispar and Baifo, are in the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. What are this? Or these are the glaciers of Trans Himalayas or the Karakoram ranges. You can see from the map itself, I have not taken all the glaciers, only the important glaciers. From the map itself you can see the largest concentration of glaciers is in the Karakoram ranges. After that, so what are these glaciers? Batura, repeat it with me, from west to east. If the question comes, arrange the glaciers from west to east. Batura. After Batura, Hispar. After Hispar, Baifo. B. After B, there is one more B. So it is Baltoro. Bal near Siachen. So Baltoro. After that, it is Siachen Glacier. Then the important glacier of Himachal Pradesh, Chandra Glacier or Sonapani Glacier. Then the important glaciers of Uttarakhand, Milam Glacier and Gangotri Glacier. So Gangotri and Milam. And the easternmost glacier in the state of Sikkim near the Kanchenjunga. There is one more glacier known as Kanchenjunga Glacier, but the important glacier here is Zemu Glacier. So these are the glaciers from west to east. How to do it? You can do it from the atlas, from the map itself. Don't go into too much detail. You can draw this diagram itself and revise these glaciers. So, revise these glaciers properly. Do into detail. Siachen Glacier. Siachen Glacier may question can come. In which valley is the Siachen Glacier located? You should know. Nubra Valley. Nubra is a tributary of which river? Shok River. And Shok in the end is a tributary of which river? River Indus. And therefore, we can say Siachen Glacier feeds the river Indus, and river Indus supports one of the largest irrigation system. Indus and its tributaries forms the Punjab plains in both the countries of India as well as Pakistan. And you know that there is a Punjab plains even in Pakistan. So, and these are very rich in irrigation, in agriculture. Why? Because irrigation is possible in this region. So, these are the regions. Siachen Glacier, which operation? Operation Meghdut. To go at the top, Meghdut means cloud. So, to go at the top of the world into the clouds, Operation Meghdut was launched by Indian Army to occupy the Siachen Glacier. So, this is all about the glaciers. In the next lecture, I will meet with the map pointing questions for the Himalayas. Till the time we meet again, revise, study very well. Thank you very much.